So here we have Bitcoin, and we are still grinding out the top of these the bottom of these moving averages. Pretty short update today. Not much has changed since yesterday. We got rejected again from the trend line, and now we're working our way down. We have fallen below all major moving averages, grinding out the bottom as of now. Now, if these make a multi-moving average crossover and fan out, as we break the POC point of control on the VPVR, which is here to your right, which measures horizontal volume at a certain price level. If we break that, most likely we are going to 18,500, somewhere in there, 18,500 region, anywhere from, I'd say 18,700 to 18,400 is what I'm looking at right now. But that's only if we break the POC point of control. Right now, your momentum oscillators are trying to turn around, but they're not having much luck. We're at major resistance right now, so it's kind of hard for the momentum to pick up unless we break these moving averages to the upside at about 19,300. That's the level to beat right now. All right. Right now, your RSI trying to climb out of the bearish control zone, but it's having some trouble getting above the neutral median line. Came back down. We are above the signal line, but going to have some support right here, but if we fall below this signal line, that's not going to look good, especially if we break past this last low on the RSI. MACD, fresh cross to the upside, but positive momentum is not really increasing too hard. BBWP crossed its moving average to the downside. Now it's working its way down into the lower zone, which means we can consolidate more in between the POC at 19,150 and 19,300. So we're going to find out which way we break. That's all it is. Which way we break right now. All right. So let's move on to the 4-hour and see what we got there. So far, we are making a higher low, but we have made a lower high. Now, if we break the POC once again at, well, this POC is coming in at 19,150. All right. So basically 19,300 is still the level to beat though on a 1-hour closure. Right now your RSI grinding out the top of the bearish control zone. I do expect us to enter this. We are below the signal line. MACD, fresh cross to the downside and the 0 line. This is on the 4-hour, which is four times more important than the hourly. All right, so we are above the moving average, working our way up into the lower zone. And I would expect the volatility to pick up very soon. Your 21 is crossing your 50 right now, and your major moving averages are all below each other besides the 100 and the 200. Going to have major resistance to this trend line at 19,500, right where this basically VPVR level is, your 100 and your trend line. Major resistance there, and we would just make a lower high. Let's go back down to the 1-hour. So yeah, like I said, POC to the downside, moving averages to the upside. Watch those, watch which way we break, and then we'll come back to it. All right, so like I said, pretty short update, but we're going to keep moving. If you guys like this video so far, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below, one being the Discord. A lot of good conversation there about trading, crypto, investing. It is the place to be. Definitely join the Discord. Stay ahead of the curve. We do collectively. All right, so here on Ethereum, similar story. Multi-moving average crossover potentially. Got your POC, which is actually holding us down. RSI is in the bearish control zone, basically stair-stepping its way up. MACD converging against its signal line. Positive momentum is barely even there. I mean, this thing could cross that signal line so easy. BBWP is very low, below its moving average. So we could, like I said, we could consolidate below these moving averages and this POC for a while. Let's go down to the 4-hour. Right now, grinding out the top of the bearish control zone. Looks like it's trying to enter it. So basically, these 4-hour time frames aren't looking too good. I mean, you crossed your signal line. You look like you're crossing your 0 line. Negative momentum is increasing on the histogram. BBWP looks like it's trying to cross its moving average to the upside. So I don't expect us to consolidate for too much longer. I do expect us to break one way or the other. Basically, it looks like we have a descending triangle on Ethereum. Let's go ahead and do this. So yeah, it looks like we have a descending triangle right on Ethereum right now, and we're going to check out the measured move of that right now. And we're actually right at the bottom. So if we break that and come down for a retest, let's see here, measured move would be 1275 region, basically this last low. So that kind of correlates pretty well with this last low right here. That's where I would expect us to go, and I would expect us to go further, because by then your momentum is going to start turning bearish, well, more bearish, and it's going to start cascading down. All right, so let's move on to, actually I want to check out the order blocks on Bitcoin. Your stochastics are pointing down. We could enter the extreme zone. If we do pass this last low, I would expect us to break down past these order blocks, which we did find support on this triple bullish order block, which is a demand zone. So we are finding support on the POC on the 4-hour on this chart, and we're going to find out what happens next, because if your stochastic turns back up, crosses its signal line, we could get a pretty nice bounce back up to maybe 19,400, which remember, or 19,300, which remember is the level to beat. So 19,300 is what we're looking at right now. Let's check them out for Ethereum. I want to switch this back to the red flag. All right, so finding support once again on triple order block. Stochastic is entering the oversold region. So we still have a while ago before we hit this support of this last low. We're going to find out what happens next. Right now, kind of neutral, a little more bearish. So that's why I keep saying we're going to find out what happens next, because like I said, we got to break one of these levels. All right, let's move on to Solana. Solana, stochastic, working its way up. We're finding big support right here. We got all these lows. So are we going to get a bounce? We could possibly get a bounce up to the 2980 region, somewhere in there where this 20 SMA, basically your middle band on the Bollinger Bands, and your POC on the VPVR. Could get a bounce to there. If we do fall down, I would expect some minor support at the $29 level. And after that, I would expect us to go to, let's see here. I thought I had more blocks. Oh, because I'm on the wrong chart. Okay, so yeah, I would expect us to find some support there. Let's go to this chart, see what we got. So yeah, once again, ooh, look at that, $29, right where our purple zone is, right where this VPVR level is. Just happens to correlate with the order blocks. Right now, your RSI, come on, you asshole. All right, come on. Okay, in the bearish control zone. We break these last lows on this little W pattern we got right here, which looks like it's failing at the 39.30 level. We're probably going to come down to the bottom of the bearish control zone, which isn't going to look good. Right now we're converging against the signal line. Momentum is pretty flat and neutral right now as your BBWP curls over. Like I said, once again, we could consolidate below these moving averages for a little while longer. We're being held down by the 21, so we might just go down a little to the right. All right, so basically for Solana, you need to break the 200 at 30.50. I would expect you to come up to in between the 31.50 and the $32 region. All right, so, and if we break down, we already went over those levels. If we break down below 28.40, we're probably going to touch $27. All right, so once again, if you guys like this video, like and subscribe to the channel. Check out the links in the description below. Join that damn Discord. It's the place to be. Everyone have a great morning, great afternoon, great evening, and I will see you tomorrow.